Hi, hello, and welcome to Simbly Chumma. This is Harish here, and I'm back with IPL 2021's match number 50, CSK versus DC. Let's get started with yesterday's match, and we'll have a quick review of what happened in yesterday's match. RCB versus PBKS. RCB won by 6 runs. Um, and it was a close match. Both the matches were close, and PBKS could have won. Um, yes, there was one decision which didn't go their way. Very controversial decision, and it could have changed the moment of the game completely. Um, but these things happen, right? Last time PBKS went through a similar thing when KL Rahul got caught. Uh, then they were looking like they can win when they were batting also. As usual, after the superb opening stand, the rest of the team they just didn't play well. And I really think that after this auction, they have to change their coach. They need to change their um, crew as well, not just the players. Because I don't know why PBKS they are selecting the worst 11 to play in every single match. We have been telling this for a long time. If someone is not in form, you have to take him out. Puran is not in form. Why would you give him chance once again and again and again when a player like Henrique is getting a chance so late in the tournament, and immediately he actually proved his worth with the ball, and then the bat also he looked really good. If only he had those 4 balls, which was wasted by Puran. He scored 7 balls, 3 runs. So the 4 balls, if Henrique had, Henrique could have won it for PBKs. It was literally bad selection and not using your resources properly. That has been the problem for PBKs. They have to come. They. I don't usually say such things, but they deserve to lose. They just deserve to lose. Anyways, RCB won. RCB booked their booked their position in the playoffs. Whether they will become the first two teams is a question that will get answered soon enough. Let's talk about the memes. Preeti Zinta to Maxi. Cheating करता है cheating करता है too. Very true. I mean, like when Maxi was in their team, they didn't play at all because once again the team management let Maxi come at 4 down, 5 down. What's the point? Maxi, one more Maxi based. Maxi, हम तुमको पाला हूँ. That's true. RCB, PBK saying to Maxi. And the race for Orange Cap is continues actually. From Dhawan, Samson took over. Then KL Rahul took over from Samson. Then Rutraj Gaikwad took it from KL Rahul, and KL Rahul took it back from Rutraj. And today there will be a match between uh, DC and CSK. That means the Dhawan and Rutraj have a chance to get the orange cap back. Will it stay with KL Rahul? We'll see. 91 for 0 to 131 for 5. PBK's fans saying, ये कहाँ dark है? ये तो जिंदगी है. They've got used to it. PBK's fans to KL Rahul and Mayank Agarwal because every single time KL Rahul and Mayank Agarwal plays really well. तुम जैसे लोग पहले मैच जीतने के सपने दिखाते हैं फिर कहते हैं ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. नायक रेफरेंस दैट्स एक्सट्रीमली गुड एंड दिस वाज माय फेवरेट. हमारी टीम में तो कभी ऐसा नहीं खेला. Breeze is the saying to Maxi, and Maxi is that's funny actually. Let's get on with KKR with the SRH match yesterday, and it was not. It was. I mean, like, after SRH batting, we thought it was going to be a a single-sided match, but it was not so. SRH fought extremely well, bowled brilliantly. The KKR won by 6 wickets. If you see the overall picture, it doesn't show how good SRH was. If only their batsmen were able to score some 10 odd to 20 odd runs, SRH would have won. They bowled extremely well. Um Thanks to Shubman Gill and Dinesh Karthik, KKR won. Memes of KKR versus SRH. Excitement level. I think I'm not very fond of this meme, even though it was shared a lot. The only thing is, actual match was not like this. It was a very exciting match. If by any chance KKR lost, which they looked like they could have, it would have opened all the possibilities for MI, for PBKs, for Arasta and everyone. So that it was quite exciting. SRH batting to SRH bowling, extremely true. I agree 100%. Story of SRH. They've had a bad tournament. Every single team will go through a bad tournament. It is to Sunrise Hyderabad's tournament. Such a tournament for them. Uh, they have to stop thinking that this is 2016 and start thinking for a fresh new start in the mega auction. We expected them to reach the playoffs. They were one of the strongest teams, and at the end, they won just 2 matches. Sad. As a KKR fan, seeing Owen Morgan as captain feels like seeing this guy lead the Villagers team in Lagan. If you haven't seen Lagan, please do watch it. Fans' reaction to SRH losing against KKR, I love this. SRH fans are they just don't care. They mostly didn't even watch the match. MI fans are actually crying because KKR won. That was actually good. If you see the points table, CSK, DC, and RCB have already gone to playoffs. RCB has an opportunity to get inside the first two if they win all the 3 matches, all the 2 matches that they're going to play next. Um, then comes KKR, who's extremely strong with the net run rate. PBK's RR and MI uh, will think of getting 214. I mean, PBKs can't. That means that they would expect everyone to lose at least one of their matches. So RR losing to MI, RR losing, RR winning MI and losing, no, no, RR winning KKR and losing to MI, and MI losing their last match with SRH. That is what the PBKs would want, but that even then they wouldn't get inside because they have a very bad net run rate. Let's see who's going to come. Most probably, it looks like KKR is going to confirm their berth in the playoffs. Let's talk about DC and CSK team news. DC Stoinis, is he still going to come? What happened to Bravo in the last match? What happened to Deepak Chahar? They've all got a rest match. Last time they got a rest. Hopefully they'll come back stronger in this match and they will play to their potential. Stoinis, we still don't know the his intensity of his injury. Let's hope he can come and prove his worth as well because without him, DC looks a little confused. Little. Let's talk about the recent form. Both of them have lost 1 match of their 5 matches. Delhi Capitals have won their last match, even though they lost the previous match. Super Kings lost their previous match to RR. But even then, I mean, the pitch was completely went from sticky to flat, and they were completely confused. CSK, but still, they didn't have a proper bowling attack also. Hopefully, Today they will come up with a better performance. Let's talk about recent form by batsmen. Rutraj Gaikwad for Chennai Super Kings have hit 312 runs the last five matches. Shikhar Dhawan 151, but see the average of Gaikwad 104. Brilliant. Recent form by bowlers, Shardul Thakur has taken 8 wickets, Avish Khan has taken 8 wickets, but average wise, Avish Khan has a better average. Let's talk about head to head history by team. Um, Delhi and Chennai 24 matches, 15 matches won by Chennai, and Delhi has won 9. But in the last three matches, Delhi has won all the last three matches, which is last year to 2020 and this year's in the first time when they met in India. CSK versus DC. Batting first, CSK wins most of the times, and when you're bowling, it is almost a tie. The last 3 years, last 6 times they played each other, it is 3-3, but Delhi Capitals have won their last three matches against CSK, which would definitely be a confident booster for Delhi. Head to head history by players. Dhoni has taken 590, 31 average against DC. The best average goes to Raidu, and so does the best strike rate. Raidu can be a game changer here. Faf Duplessis have an average of 30, which is good, but strike rate of 117, quite low when compared to Faf Duplessis standard. At least 130 is what is respectable. Raina is close to 30 average, which is okay, but strike rate is good. Let's talk about DC batsman Dhawan has been in exceptional form against Chennai. The last three matches he has scored a lot against CSK. Would actually expect to continue the same against CSK. Um, Shaw is on and off against CSK. One time he hits big, one time he doesn't. Um, and DC will hope that this is a match where he does. Iyer has been in exceptional form in the UAE leg, um, and Punt didn't have much to do in the last few matches. Hopefully, he will just pray to God that he doesn't have to do much in this match as well. But he has an exceptional average, 47.40 against CSK, and an amazing strike rate of 159.06. Let's talk about the CSK bowlers against DC. The best bowler is obviously Bravo with 19 wickets and 24.05 average. And the economy wise, the best is Jadeja, but he doesn't take many wickets against DC. Let's talk about DC bowlers against MI. Best is Norkia, two matches, four wickets, 16 average, 17 averages for Rabada. But Norkia is a little costlier when it comes to Rabada when it comes to economy rates. Uh, Ashwin and Akshar Patel has not been very effective against CSK, but Akshar has a better economy rate. Let's talk about ground info. Grounds T20 stat last 3 years. In Dubai, 160 is the batting average. Pace takes most wickets, 67, almost 70% to 30% spin. Last five matches in Dubai, in this IPL, the team batting second has won four times. Utraj Gaikwad, four matches, 115 average, 230 runs in this ground. Ravindra Jadeja, 10 matches, 46.75 average. Shreyas Iyer is good in this ground. Um, Rishabh Pant has a good average as well. Best bowlers from either side in this ground, Kagis Rabada on 10 matches taken 18 wickets, Nokia 9 matches 13 wickets, Bravo 11 matches 12 wickets, Ravichandran Ashwin 11 matches 10 wickets, and Imran Tahir 8 matches 9 wickets. Let's talk about outcomes of T20 matches in Dubai. Yes, it is team batting second do have an advantage, and the last few matches does show the same. The fast bowlers and Chinaman are the most effective here uh, in this ground. Um, Next comes leg break bowlers who can take some wickets and is a little economically friendly. Spinners do not give away a lot of runs here in this Dubai pitch, but they don't take many wickets as well. Chinamen do take a lot of wickets, and fast bowlers and medium pacers are much more preferred in this ground than spinners. Let's talk about the last five matches in this ground for these two teams. CSK won the match against MI in 2021. This is their second match. In 2020, they played their last three matches, which they won, and then the previous match, RCB, they lost. So they are coming from a winning streak in this ground. Four matches in a row they have won. DC has won the last match against SRH in 2021, but before that they have lost four times in this ground in 2020. So they don't have much of a great record in this ground in DC. Let's talk about Stat Central. Iyer against left arm off spin in IPL since 2020. 45 runs, two times out, average 24, 22.5, and strike rate is 95.74. Iyer a struggle against left arm orthodox spinners. He will have to face Jadeja. Ashwin against right hand batsman in IPL 2021, 108 balls, 1 wicket, 148 average, 8.22 economy. Ashwin has not found his rhythm at all against right-hand batters in this season. DC will look to use him against Moin and Raina, but even they hit him for runs in their previous encounter this year. So we'll have to see. Bravo versus Sam Curran. Bravo has taken 11 wickets in 2021, average 13.72, and economy is 6.56. Sam Curran wickets 9, average 36.44, economy is 9.93. Bravo has bowled brilliantly this season and edged ahead of Sam Curran as the number one overseas all-rounder for CSK. Let's talk about matchups. Rabada against the Chennai batsman. Uh, Raidu has faced him just 8 balls, 9 runs, one time dismissed. Raina hasn't been dismissed by Rabada yet. 23 balls, 30 runs. Even though Raina is has a tendency to get out to fast bowlers. He hasn't got out to Rabada. Dhoni, 13 balls, 7 runs, one time dismissed, strike rate of 53.84. Um, that's bad. So is Faf du Plessis, who has an average of around 10 against Rabada, 28 balls, 31 runs, and three time dismissed, and strike rate of 110. Jadeja against the DC batsman, 65 balls, 101 runs, one time dismissed, strike rate of 155. Dhawan has been really efficient against Jadeja, average is 101. Punt also has a 50 average, one time dismissed, 31 balls, 161 strike rate. Little better than Dhawan, the strike rate. Iyer, 52 balls, 47 runs, one time dismissed, even though he has an average of 47. His strike rate is extremely low at 90.38. Deepak Chahar against DC batsman. Iyer 41 balls, 60 runs, dismissed zero times, 146 strike rate. He has been very good against Deepak Chahar. But Shaw 50 balls, 55 runs, 5 times dismissed. So 11 is the average against Deepak Chahar. Punt 12 balls, 20 runs, one time dismissed, 166.66. Ashwin has been very effective against Raidu, four times dismissed, so almost 21 is the average for Raidu against Ashwin. Raina, 53 balls, 54 runs, dismissed just one time against by Ashwin, 101 strike rate. The strike rate is not that great, but dismissed just one time, which is good because Ashwin is usually very good against left-handers. Faf du Plessis, 45 balls, 49 runs, thrice dismissed. Once again, it's a advantage to Ashwin. And Dhoni, 18 balls, 22 runs, dismissed zero times by Ashwin. 122 strike rate. They haven't been extremely effective by taking runs against them, but hasn't troubled Dhoni and Raina. Half Duplessis and Rayadu, they would think they would be really afraid of Ashwin, if I'm not wrong. Nokia versus Faf, 19 balls, 29 runs, dismissed 0 times. Shardul Thakur versus Dhawan, 38 balls, 67 runs. Dhawan has a big advantage here. Change of plan for DC, they can try out Billings in the 11 for Smith. If Stoinis is still not well. Change of plan for CSK. CSK tried out a different 11 last time around, and also by changing the batting order, they would mostly be back to their winning formula in this match and would like to confirm their spot in the top. Expect Deepak Char and Bravo to come back in 11. Fantasy tips of the day. Wait for the toss. You just have a small window to make any last minute changes according to the toss. So it is very crucial that you stay tuned to check the toss result. As soon as the final 11 is released by the teams, you can make the necessary changes if required and drop the players you might have selected but are not in the playing 11 to bring the balance to the team. Probable playing 11, hopefully Deepak Char and Bravo will come back to the team. Suresh Raina will be back to his 3 down in this season. He's in 3 down. He looks good at that time at that position. Maybe 2 down, even 2 down was fine, but 1 down, Moeen Ali was really good. You should not change that. Tahir can also be tried for Hazelwood. Let's talk about DC. Billings can come inside for Smith. Apart from that, I don't see any big change. So, Simbly Chumma's Fantasy 11 prediction. Last 3 matches, DC have been dominating CSK, but CSK is a different team now and would be giving their all. Stoinis still not being there. Uh, I would think that it's going to be a victory for CSK. So I have selected the team based on that. Team 11 pick Rishabh Pant, Suresh Raina, Shikhar Dhawan as captain. You can change Suresh Raina for Raidu as well. Faf Duplessis, Prithvi Shaw, Dwayne, Dwayne Bravo would be the vice captain. Moin Ali or Jadeja, you can pick any one. Deepak Chahar, Avesh Khan, Rabada, and Nokia. If DC is bowling first, this is the team. If CSK is bowling first, make Bravo the captain and bring in Shardul Thakur for Rabada. And vice captain change to Shikhar Dhawan. Big thanks to Madabut Sports, who's a cricket analysis company. They are taking courses about cricket analysis and other sports as well. If you are interested in cricket analytics or doing analytics for other sports, please join their website. Link is in the description below. And this a lot of amazing information is given by this is compiled by me as well as by Naman Agarwal. Naman Agarwal is actually a student of Mad About Sports, and now he is actually working as a cricket analyst himself, and he's a cricket player. So this is compiled by both of us. So if you really like it, please give a thumbs up to us, and you can search Naman Agarwal um, in Instagram as well as in Twitter. Thank you so much. Make informed decision, and betting can be addictive. Please play with a lot of caution. Thank you so much, people.